Some games fade with time, and some, they age like fine wine. Today, we're counting down the top 10 games that didn't just survive the test of time, they conquered it. Games that feel just as good or even better than the day they launched. From iconic soundtracks to mechanics that still hold up, these are the titles that kept their magic long after the credits rolled. We picked them based on how well they hold up today, their cultural influence, and that unbeatable nostalgia that makes you want to replay them just one more time. Let's dive in. Number 10, Super Mario 64. Jumping into paintings has never been this fun, even decades later. Released in 1996, this was the first true 3D platformer, and it changed everything. For the first time, players had full control over Mario in a three-dimensional space, and it felt amazing. Its sandbox-style levels, hidden secrets, and tight movement made exploration feel exciting and rewarding. Even today, the game's precise controls and fluid mechanics make it a favorite for speedrunners and nostalgic players alike. Sure, the camera might give you a hard time, but the joy of exploration, that never gets old. Number 9, Red Dead Redemption. Before Arthur Morgan, there was John Marston, and his story still hits hard. Released in 2010, Red Dead Redemption arrived at the tail end of the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 era, and it felt like Rockstar's love letter to the Western genre. This wasn't just another open-world game. It was a slow-burning journey through fading frontiers where every gunfight, horse ride, and quiet sunset had emotional weight. You played as a former outlaw, trying to right his past, caught between justice and loyalty. The game's dusty landscapes, haunting soundtrack, and grounded characters made the world feel alive in a way few games have matched. And even later, Red Dead Redemption holds up thanks to its mature storytelling, immersive atmosphere, and emotional depth. It's a Western that never lost its soul. Number 8, Dark Souls. Prepare to die and to fall in love with it all over again. Released in 2011, Dark Souls began as a cult classic, a brutally difficult RPG with minimal hand-holding and a world drenched in mystery. But over time, it became something much bigger, a global phenomenon that redefined how challenge and reward could work in modern games. Its methodical combat, tight stamina-based mechanics, and haunting atmosphere pushed players to think carefully about every move. Death wasn't failure, it was a lesson, and through those lessons, you grew stronger. But it wasn't just about the difficulty, it was the interconnected world design, the hidden lore pieced together by the community, and the sense of accomplishment when you finally took down a boss that once seemed impossible. Dark Souls didn't just age well, it shaped a generation of games that followed. One death at a time, this game became a legend. Number 7, Resident Evil 4. No game made over-the-shoulder horror this iconic. Released in 2005, Resident Evil 4 didn't just revive the franchise, it reinvented it. Shifting away from the fixed camera angles of the past, it introduced a third-person perspective that became a blueprint for modern action horror. You play as Leon S. Kennedy on a mission to rescue the president's daughter in a rural European village, and what starts as a search quickly turns into a relentless, terrifying fight for survival. With tight, tactical shooting mechanics, dynamic enemy AI, and a perfect mix of tension and action, it struck a balance that few games have matched since. Even today, it's still thrilling to play. The pacing is sharp, the atmosphere remains creepy, and thanks to mods and fan support, the original version continues to live on, even alongside its modern remake. It's the perfect balance of horror and heroism. Number 6, Call of Duty 4: Modern Warfare. It didn't just redefine shooters, it became the standard. Released in 2007, this was the game that took Call of Duty out of World War II trenches and dropped us into the heart of a modern battlefield. And it wasn't just a setting change, it was a full-blown revolution. The campaign was cinematic and intense, with unforgettable moments like All Gilly Up and a twist that left players speechless. And then came the multiplayer, fast, addicting, and endlessly replayable. Loadouts, perks, kill streaks, Modern Warfare set the formula that shooters are still copying today. What's more impressive? It's still being played. On low-end PCs, fan servers, and modded communities, this game refuses to die. From kill streaks to Captain Price, Call of Duty 4 isn't just a memory, it's a modern classic. Number 5. Portal 2. The cake might be a lie, but the brilliance of this game isn't. Released in 2011, Portal 2 was Valve at its height of storytelling and puzzle design. It took the clever mechanics of the first game, using portals to manipulate space and solve challenges, and expanded them into something truly unforgettable. With razor-sharp writing, iconic characters like GLaDOS and Wheatley, and a co-op mode that tested both brains and friendships, Portal 2 managed to be hilarious, mind-bending, and emotionally surprising, all at once. Its puzzles are still as satisfying today as they were over a decade ago, and thanks to its clean visuals and perfect pacing, it never feels dated or dull. Short, smart, and endlessly replayable, Portal 2 is puzzle gaming at its finest. Number 4. GTA San Andreas. Jay, Smoke, and the Streets of Los Santos. Need I say more? Released in 2004, San Andreas was Rockstar's most ambitious leap into open-world gaming at the time. Set across 3 massive cities and packed with RPG elements, gang warfare, side missions, and sheer freedom, it felt like meeting arcade style writ large in a way few games had achieved back then. And today, it's still going strong, thanks to a thriving modding community, fan remasters, and a generation that never stopped quoting it. It's hilarious, immersive, and endlessly replayable. Just don't forget to follow the damn train! Number 3. Half-Life 2. If you've held a gravity gun, you know why it's here. Released in 2004, Half-Life 2 wasn't just ahead of its time, it reshaped what gamers expected from a first-person shooter. With its revolutionary physics engine, you weren't just shooting enemies, you were manipulating the world around you. From tossing saw blades with the gravity gun to solving puzzles with real-world logic, it felt completely fresh. But it wasn't just about gameplay. The storytelling was subtle, immersive, and deeply atmospheric. City 17 felt like a living dystopia, and Gordon Freeman became an icon, all without saying a word. Even today, Half-Life 2 holds up. It's still fun to play, easy to mod, and constantly updated by the community. The fan base as indebted as ever. No sequel? No problem. This game is still unmatched. Number 2. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. A childhood legend and still a masterclass in game design. Released in 1998 for the Nintendo 64, this was the game that defined a generation. It brought the Zelda series into 3D for the first time, and it didn't just work, it became the gold standard for action-adventure games. From exploring the fields of Hyrule to diving deep into its complex dungeons, everything about this game felt larger than life. The time travel mechanics added emotional weight to the story, and the music, from the Lost Woods to the Song of Time, is forever etched in our memories. What makes it incredible is that its core structure still holds up today. So many modern titles borrow from its dungeon design, pacing, and world building, and yet nothing quite feels like Ocarina. Timeless, emotional, and still magical. Number 1. Minecraft. Block by block, it built an empire, and it's still growing. Released in 2011, Minecraft started as a humble indie project and became one of the most influential and beloved games of all time. There's no story, no set objective, just a world made entirely of blocks, where your only limit is your imagination. Whether you're mining deep underground, surviving your first night, or building entire cities, the freedom Minecraft offers is unmatched. It speaks to kids, adults, casual players, and hardcore builders alike. What makes it truly special is how it never stopped evolving. With constant updates, an endless flow of community creations, and a legacy that spans education, art, and even architecture, Minecraft is more than just a game. It's a platform, a sandbox, and a cultural phenomenon. It didn't just age well, it never stopped evolving. These games aren't just classics, they're living proof that great design never dies. So which of these have you gone back to recently? Or did we miss your personal favorite that aged like fine wine? Hit that like button, drop your nostalgia pick in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more gaming countdowns just like this. Thanks for watching, and keep playing the legends.